Good afternoon. My name is Char Woodall, and I am the Tax Director at Priority Ambulance, formerly with BDO USA and most recently with RSM USA. It is my pleasure to talk to you guys today about my journey to becoming a CPA. I'm from a very small town in Washington State, and there's a couple things to know about that. It's very small, and there's two types of people. One that will stay there forever, and one that can't wait to get away from there, and that certainly was me. However, when I graduated high school, my parents did not have enough money to send me to college, so I decided to join the Army. 3 years, $30,000 of college fund. What could be better? It's exciting. I get to tour the world. Well, I mostly stayed in the South. And I was in Airborne school. I was a parachute rigger. So the first thing after basic training, I went there, and they said, if you don't pass Airborne school, you're going to be a cook. So I said, whew, I better do this. So passed with flying colors, went to school to become a parachute rigger. The scariest thing there is that you have to pack your own parachute and jump out of a perfectly good plane with that parachute that you pack. So you better learn and do it right. After that, we also learned other things such as rigging large equipment, supply, all kinds of things for low altitude parachute deployment and repair. So after my schooling in Fort Lee, Virginia, I moved on to finishing my career as a paratrooper, and I kind of just went back home to Seattle, Washington, and fell into commercial fishing. I did that for 13 years. That's a boat that I used to work on, the American Eagle. It was pretty amazing. I made really great money. It was really hard work, and I worked in a stinky fish factory. There's about 120 people on board, so everyone comes from all walks of life, so it's pretty amazing. That's an example. Those are 2 caught ends, so that's fish and all of that, 120 metric tons about a piece. And so down in the guts of the boat is where I worked alongside a lot of other people, and I was quickly promoted to quality control. That's the type of fish, the Alaskan Pollack. So if you eat a McDonald's fish fillet, you're eating Alaskan Pollack, or Gordon's fish sticks, that's Alaskan Pollack, or imitation crab. The factory has quite a few people. Yeah, that's it. Quite a few people in it. The machines are amazing. They skin and debone 120 fish a minute. These people right here looking at the fish as it comes off and making sure all the bones and parasites are out. I ended up specializing in caviar, and so this is the row table where people are extracting from the lovely smelling guts the roe, which was our most expensive product that we ended up making. And there's one of the characters I worked with for many years, and so that's the sample of the roe, and there was like 25 to 30 different grades that we would, sort them into. So I did that for 13 years, as I said. And then, it's not all work. We had a lot of fun out there. I got to go to Busan, Korea many times, Vladivostok, Russia, and it was just amazing working with so many people from many different walks of life. I met my husband out on the boat, and he's still working out there. He's a chief engineer, and this is Dutch Harbor, so we worked way out on the Aleutian chain on the Barents Sea. I also worked in the Sea of Akos, Russia, and down in Antarctica for a bit. So there's the American Champion. That was my ride down to Antarctica. So and some of really beautiful icebergs. It was pretty amazing, but again, really, really hard work. Not a lot of mental stimulation. If you can stand and move your arms and legs, you got a job. This is my wonderful husband, Scott. He's a chief engineer. He actually trained to do this job. So when we got married, we decided that I should go back to school. So 15 years after high school, I went to college. I graduated from a private college in Detroit called Walsh College, which was great. I got my start in Detroit with BDO, and Michael Collins, a partner there, was so amazing and just an inspiration to me. We moved here, and I continued to work as a public accountant with RSM US, and under the tutelage of Leslie Stackpole, amazing, amazing woman. I've grown so much, and I've just really embraced what it is to be a CPA, and I'm so very blessed. Now I am just recently accepted a position at Priority Ambulance out of Scottsdale as a tax director. So in closing, I'd just like to say that being a CPA, a lot of people say, wow, you did all this crazy stuff. Isn't it boring to be a CPA? And I'm like, no, it is so exciting to work for my clients, work for my company, and put on that CPA hat every day because it smells a lot better than those stinky fish clothes that I had to wear in the factory. Thank you so much.